So my next one is the evolution of the post-up. I think this has been an overlooked development during this season. 538 did a really good piece about this, so I'm stealing a little bit, but I still think it's been undercovered. So I think it's fair. The post-up is back. It's just kind of changed. I think what's happening these days is teams love hunting a post-up if they have a mismatch. So gone are the days where like the post-up was the primary isolation play. Like that's not what we're seeing. It's not your big trying to beat their big. That's still not popular. But it's like if your wing gets on a guard, posting them up is a good play. Or I think that's what we're mostly seeing is wings posting up guards. And then we're also seeing bigs post up, and they can make that work if they're more willing to pass out of the post than they used to be, right? I've been saying this for a long time, is if a guy can come back and be a dominant post scorer, it can still work as long as he's really willing to pass out of doubles. And that's what we're starting to see with guys like Jokic and Sabonis, and I guess Alper and Şengün to a tanking extent, like you could still make the post work because it's the 3-point era, and that's not going to change, right? You need to generate 3-pointers, but you can generate 3-pointers out of the low post if you're willing to pass out of double teams. And I think we're seeing a lot of that. And it's been an interesting development because 2 years ago the post up was like dead. So it's
I'm glad it's
resuscitated.
making a comeback, and I'm glad they're making it come back in the right way. Also, 3-point era, more space in the post too. Like it,
Yep,
all this stuff is it's very much rock paper scissors, right? You try to counter what teams are doing, they find another counter, and you get back to where you started, where that thing killed the thing that is now working.
that's right.
Um, okay, this is one that has been underreported because guess what? People don't like talking about great players who they love being some fucking boo boo. Steph Curry, great player, fantastic season. Honestly, he's to start the season, he was damn near, he not damn near, he was equaling his unanimous MVP season in terms of like offensive production. He hasn't been that good for the whole season, which you could never have expected because, he's 30 fucking 5 or whatever it is. But Steph Curry, and I think is one of the reasons why the Warriors haven't been as good as we thought, is Steph Curry's been really fucking bad in the clutch. Steph Curry don't have that clutch gene. I can tell you that much, or at least not this season. He's got the fifth highest usage in the clutch, and he's sporting an offensive rating of 102.2. 102.2. I just want to let everyone know that the league average offensive efficiency is like 114. It's more than 114. So when Steph Curry's cooking in the clutch, he's giving you offense 12 points worse than league average. His effective field goal percentage is 50.6, which is quite low for him. Look, like this is why I don't like clutch metrics because it's always such a small sample that it's like oh, like his variance was good in this random stretch of time of game. And it's why I don't really like that they have like the Jerry West Clutch Award. It's like, oh, so we're just having like award for statistical variance. Like that seems kind of stupid. And this is, I just feel like kind of highlights that. Steph Curry's obviously super good. He's in the clutch. You don't want the game to be, a 1 or a 2-point or a 3-point game and Steph Curry has the ball and you're trying to protect that lead because goddamn, like that is your lead is not safe. And every team knows that. And to me, the fact that he's been one of the worst high volume clutch players in the league just kind of shows that, hey, like if a guy was good in the clutch, I'm not saying he was lucky, but like he was probably kind of lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole clutch gene thing is something I kind of go back and forth on. I do think there's probably, different people have different kind of psychological compositions. And I would say that some people uh, thrive under pressure and some people don't. That's probably a real thing. But at the same time, there's also a lot of noise in that as well. Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit
Yeah.
of both, maybe.
And there's a
My
bit of
last one.
survivor bias too in the NBA. Like if you thrive
Yeah.
under pressure, you're more likely to just make the NBA than someone that doesn't. Because I don't know if people know this, playing any NBA minute is pretty high pressure.
Yeah, no, that's right. Exactly. I mean, I feel the pressure at my local YMCA, so you can't really imagine, right? I saved
I
my
am imagining that right now. It's
whew,
good. Ooh.
elbow tucked, baby. So